Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new Halacha for it. It's for Tuesday, 23rd day of March, 10th day of Nisan. Today I want to quickly go over the rundown on switching over to no longer saying Mashiv Haruach and all the laws that go with it. We will be saying Tfilas Tal at Musaf on the first day of Pesach. That's going to be this Sunday. And interestingly, because some of you are advanced, and I always like to put in a little bit of something for everybody, an advanced note for people to know that you might not know is that one of the reasons that this day is chosen for Tfilas Tal is, according to a medrash, when Yitzchak Avinu gave the bracha to Yaakov Avinu, and he said the words "V'yitein lecha mital hashamayim, v'yitein lecha Elokim mital hashamayim," those words were said on the first day of Pesach. Yep, that's what the medrash says, and that is one of the reasons that Tfilas Tal is actually recited on the first day of Pesach. Now, but here's an interesting detail that some of you do know and some of you do not know, and it goes like this. When exactly will the switch happen? We know that Tfilas Tal will be said at Musaf of the first day of Pesach, but does that mean that everybody switches over to no longer saying Mashiv Haruach at the first Shmona Esrei of Musaf on the first day of Pesach? So the answer is it depends. It works like this. If you're in a Svard Shul, then they will probably announce right before the quiet Shmona Esrei, like something like this, like Morid Tal. And that will be the official announcement by the shul that everybody should switch over to Morid Tal, and then everybody probably should go according to what your shul is doing. But if you're in an Ashkenaz shul, it's a little awkward to be making that announcement, because if you would bang your hand on that pulpit, you wouldn't really have anything to announce other than stop saying Mashiv Haruach. Because remember, in Ashkenaz shuls, we're going to stop saying Mashiv Haruach and we're not going to recite Morid Tal. And it's just not our custom to announce, stop praising God by saying Mashiv Haruach. We don't make those kinds of announcements. So the appropriate thing to do if you're in an Ashkenaz shul where they probably will not be making any announcement for the Shmona Esrei is that the switchover happens when the Chazan says Tfilas Tal, so that you, the individual person, will not have your first occasion to be leaving out Mashiv Haruach until Mincha of the first day of Pesach. Again, because the announcement won't happen at Musaf, so the switchover isn't happening yet officially, not until when the Chazan says, in most shuls the Chazan will say it in the repetition of the Shemona Esrei, so the sort of announcement is when he starts to say Tfilas Tal, and your next opportunity will be at Mincha. So, long story short, if you're in an Ashkenaz shul, you will probably be making the switch over at Mincha. The reason I have to say probably is because different shuls do this a little bit differently, and check carefully what your shul is doing so you'll go along with what your congregation is doing. Incidentally, that's also the time that we switch out from saying V'sein Tal Matar Livracha, which we've been saying outside of Israel. We've been saying that since December 4th, and now will be the time that we switch out from doing that, and we'll be saying V'sein Beracha. But of course that won't show up until Chol HaMoed, when you get to say a Shmona Esrei that has that bracha in it. But just note that the time for that switchover happens technically at the same time that we switch out from saying Mashiv Haruach and go over to either nothing or Morid Hatal. Hope that didn't sound too complicated. Thanks for logging on. If you need any clarifications, I'm here to sort of start the conversation. And if this leaves you with questions, go ahead, by all means, ask them to your rabbi. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.